NCIC, I want to strongly, without and reservation, to condemn the statement of former and second Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua. Those remarks were very unfortunate. It was inciting to the public, saying that if elections are rigged, the 2007, 2008 will look like a Christmas party. That was too low of the leader who was hold the second most powerful office. And we should be responsible as leaders. We should be careful in what we say this country. That's why when you go to Rwanda and you are a prolific journalist and maverick journalist who has covered media for some time now, that's why when you go to Rwanda, when you make some comments, you are prosecuted immediately. Because the unity, stability and cohesiveness of this country, we must protect, Trevor. We must protect as a country. We cannot, as leaders, if we can make reckless remarks as such as that, what are we headed as a country? And therefore, I want to ask the NCIC, although they came a bit late, that no one is above the law. The former Deputy President must and should appear before NCIC to tell the country what he meant. Personally, before I have appeared before NCIC, we must submit ourselves to institutions that we created under Constitution 2010. And I hope people like Maanzo and you two should not politicize this issue. Because he made it on one of the shows of some of the online media platform. And he made it with, in fact, he didn't mistake it, he made it rooting, knowing the fragility of the peace across the country. But I want to tell the country and to tell former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, that if in as much this thirst and anger for power should not drive us to bring wage among Kenyans. And we have said, and President William Ruto has said, no Kenyan, even one, will go against another Kenya on account of an election. These guys have sensed a defeat. That 2027, the re-election of President William Ruto is a sure bet. And that is why a sure bet as a cocksure. Because they have realized that is why they are making inflammatory remarks.
By who? You said it's a sure bet. Who is a sure bet?
No, they have panicked. That is why you see Rigathi Gachagua making a lot of noise.
The election of the president is a sure bet. How?
Yeah, it is a sure bet because that is panic. You know, we are politicians.
How do you know this?
We have known, of course. You have seen the performance of the president. The other day he was launching 1,100 housing units here, Mukuri housing.
Which one?
Even in my own. Can I have my chance so that they can? Can you provide pen and paper to Manso so that he can write it?
In fact, I'm giving you more time because you're alone. Yes. The issue here is that one of the statements that the former deputy president made.
Yes.
Is it insensitive or insightful? Because this chest thumping that you have is where the concerns come in. In fact, some of the people from your side have already said that this is a sure shot. 2027 means you're going to...
Whether we like it or not.
Yes.
No. In fact, some of your allies have even said that is for Tutajaza. This is where the problem is. Then can't you see that?
Trevor, as the planners of this morning show, plus your directors, in future provide pen and paper. So that your panelists can take down, so that when I'll come back, so that I don't need to be echoed or derail my thoughts. What I'm saying, the reason we are not just stamping, what we are saying is, look at the track record of the president so far, 2.5 years down the line. There is a lot that he has achieved for this country that we are sure.
Very poorly.
Let him finish.
Why he will never finish. Cherargei will never finish.
It's 2 against 1.
He will never finish.
If you had told me that they would be heckling, I would not have turned up for this show.
It's 2 against 1 because
yes. And that is why Kalonzo will never be the president of this country. Because if this is the quality of advisors, you can imagine how low we will sink.
Focus on the discussion.
Let me focus, and that is why you need to protect me so that I give you lethal points. What I'm saying, Trevor, is very simple. The track record of the president is very clear. And that is why I'm condemning the statements by the former deputy president. That is insightful against Kenyans. And even people like Senator Newt, who was his close ally, should have been the one to advise him against making reckless statements. You can imagine Kenyans, over 1,000 Kenyans we lost in 2007, 2008. Many Kenyans, this matters ended in ICC. Many Kenyans were uprooted or deported from their homes. We should be bringing cohesiveness. I wish you would have criticize the president based on the track record of performance. Question the housing program. Question the issue of university funding model. But it looks like this should be condemned, and I want to urge NCIC to crack down on any other leaders who are including leaders even on our political divide.
Including Cherargei.
If there are comments that Cherargei has made,
like the one that made this morning,
that bring insightful to the nation, the NCIC should not fear nobody.
Okay.
And that is why we are saying